the podcast live. It's live.
It's happening.
We're here. Good evening, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
What's up? What's up?
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us one more time.
Whoop, whoop.
So good to be here with you all. How you guys doing there? Everybody all right? How you guys doing there?
Are
You
we
all
doing
right?
alright? We doing alright?
Good. So good. We do have some players missing in the team today. So Liz not feeling so well, so she's not gonna be with us tonight.
Yeah. Get better.
Maybe in the
We-
comments.
Yeah, maybe in the comments, but we're gonna try to keep the ball rolling here.
Yep.
We have some exciting stuff to talk about and to discuss and to have fun.
Yeah.
Right? Just chat. So please come sit on our table and share this moment with us. How are you guys? How are you, Clarissa? Are you all right? How are you, Bianca? Welcome once again.
Oh, wait, Dylan.
Simoniso, where are you now on the top of the mountain? How did you get on YouTube, Beef?
He's sitting in the cell phone tower.
He's sitting on the cell phone tower. Hello, wifey.
That's very nice.
Cool. All right, so before we start, we're just gonna quickly introduce ourselves. My name is Junior. I'm from Brazil. I actually said my name wrong because I'm not Junior. I'm Junior.
Hey.
And I'm from Brazil, and it's really good to be with you guys. And next to me here, who is here?
Hey guys, my name is Daniel. I'm from South Africa. I'm 21 years old and I'm happy to finally get a voice where you guys can hear me, guys. And yeah,
Danny said that he's getting upgrades on Staples. Like
Guys.
last week he was on camera for the first time. Now this week he has a mic. Next week he's gonna be directing the whole thing.
Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up.
Very cool. And you guys there, introduce yourselves, please.
All right. Let me go. The name is Cabello Colin, South African. Yeah. Been in YWAM for over a year now, and still loving it. I wouldn't be here for the whole lockdown if I didn't love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, guys. My name is Sam. I'm from Brazil. Grew up in South Africa. I'm also a missionary here at YWAM Worcester. And yeah, we've been enjoying this podcast every single week.
That's it. We're enjoying it. And tonight we're gonna be talking about social media.
Yeah.
Social media. So there is a lot of stuff that we wanted to discuss with you guys. So this subject actually came out of pressure. No jokes, because I was pretty sick the weekend and we couldn't really just have our meeting to discuss the points. And then when we finally got to meet, then I said, guys, I just had some insight this morning. And I think maybe we should talk about social media, because I think a lot about social media. I don't know if you guys do, but we will talk about that. Sometimes we gotta realize how strong and how important and the social media factor is in our lives.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to discuss a little bit. We want to laugh with you guys, but maybe also talk about some serious stuff, and I hope you get something out of this conversation. Lee said here on the comments that it's a strong male presence, and it's true. Man is ruling here tonight, right?
yeah.
All right.
Manly man.
That Beyonce song is not here today, guys. Who won the world, guys, today,
Hey. Man.
So maybe we can organize an episode soon where just all the girls can come and
Where
sit
they
here
take over.
and lead us, right?
Yeah.
That'll be a good
course.
idea.
Hey
Like-
Sharon, welcome. How are you and Deco doing, man? You guys are like in a cave. We don't see you. Where are you guys still playing PUBG Mobile? I don't see you guys in the game. Did you exclude me from a friend? Did you? So yeah, here's the invitation for my wife. Amor, maybe you should come on an episode with
Oh, that'd be
with
nice.
Liz and other girls, and then you guys do an all girl, whatever you want to talk about. Probably you're gonna talk about all the subjects in the whole world. But you know, we will be just here holding the mics for you guys. Oh, you guys not playing anymore. You Christians now. Amen, Chad. All right. So, guys, tell me, what social media are you in? Which one is your favorite? Let's start from there, from the beginning.
For me, it's Facebook. People saying it's losing a lot of, well, they call it a village basically because stuff that happens on Twitter comes on Facebook anyway. And things that happen on TikTok come back to Facebook. They see it as a bad thing. For me, I see like it's having one app that has all of them because
Yeah.
the things that make it in other apps, they also come to, succeeding on Facebook. So I love Facebook. That's where I post most frequently and where I also keep a good track of my friends and everything. And yeah, I love it more than any other social platform that I have.
Cool. Facebook it is.
Yeah.
For me, it's Instagram for sure. Yeah, I think I enjoy it the most.
Why is that?
fucking the platform? Because I think it's strictly pictures and videos, and then yeah, I think that's fine for me. And then also I think it's more of the younger people on there.
Yeah.
Not seeing all my aunts and uncles posting stuff and having
Where
to
are
read.
they? Which social media are they?
They're on Facebook,
Okay.
which I've had to go on a lot more during this lockdown because everything about the base is on Facebook and
Yeah.
the Zoom stuff
That
and
is so
then
true.
and the communication. So as soon as I go on there, it just updates me on everyone's life. So
Camilo, you skipped one part of the question though,
Which,
which is which social medias are you in? So
oh, okay.
Facebook is your favorite, but
Facebook is my favorite, but I also have an Instagram account. I have a Twitter account, which I just use for catch ups on news and trending things. And I have a LinkedIn account, but I don't keep much with it because it's more professional and everything like that. And yeah, and I don't treat WhatsApp as a social media platform because it's a bit more interactive, direct to a person. Except for the WhatsApp groups, okay, it's a social media platform.
It's-
I have WhatsApp. It's not my favorite, but it's the one that annoys me the most. Actually, it's the least one I like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in many groups?
Yes,
groups?
I am in many groups.
Do you like them?
I can finish 5 days without even responding to any of those messages. There's a person who actually sent me a message and said, Cabello, you don't respond to your messages. I haven't responded to that message itself.
All right.
Yeah.
Sam, which social media are you in?
I don't have. I have a TikTok, but it's not okay. I have two main ones, three, let's say: Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Those are my main three.
Okay.
Yeah.
Facebook,
Instagram and
but
WhatsApp.
not on that order. The order is Instagram,
Yes. Oh yeah. My top one is
Instagram,
Instagram. Yeah.
WhatsApp.
I
Facebook,
actually have
and-
two Instagram accounts.
Two
Yeah.
Instagram
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool.
Here's something about Facebook again.
Yeah.
You guys, like even Liz says, the whole uncle and aunts being on Facebook and everything. In my culture, it's very rare to find our elders on Facebook, For me, I was literally like, wow, that's very cool when Dylan was here and his mom was online. I was like, yo, your mom is digital wise, bro.
Tech savvy. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, my mother, she just wants to know which button to call on the phone, which button to hang up. No social media platforms.
So you can meet your mother with an SMS, not a.
That's about it. So for us, we don't actually have that. We have people that are basically our peers on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Danny.
Yo, I think I have many accounts on different social media platforms. Like top one for sure is Instagram because of the videos and the pictures and also
The lives.
the lives, bro. Yeah, I've been going live now.
Yeah.
So promoting that, guys, every Wednesday 8 p.m.
You guys gotta follow them.
But yeah, but I also have Facebook, which I'm not. The only thing I use Facebook for is to remind me of birthdays coming, and also meetings from the staff group and everything. I have, and then Pinterest.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I really like Pinterest, guys, because it's very creative. Like you can search anything on there, and it just pops up.
Yeah. You can build like a Pinterest page and literally like everything that you like you can have on there.
I did not know that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty much like Danny. I'm in many social medias. Like, I don't know. Probably I have a login in social medias that I've been once just to check it out. Cause I'm just curious,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So when I hear I have a Pinterest, I have a Pinterest, and I don't really go in there like at all, but I do. And I just found like that the fact I was actually I found it funny that TikTok, you don't need to have an account. You can be just a stalker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you can just download the app and watch everything.
That's
and
me
don't
right
even-
now. That's why I was. That's why I was doubting whether I should mention my because I don't officially have.
right? So it's I was like,
I
so
know
that's
Liz has.
interesting.
I know Liz has TikTok, and she gets excited when she hears one more person has joined TikTok.
Yeah, so I have many, but my favorite is Instagram. I think Instagram because of all the photography, you know, and I yeah, the best photographers are there and the
Oh,
cool
nice.
images and when Instagram started putting videos and stuff, they started showing BTS's, you know, like the behind cameras
Yeah.
and the gear also and everything. So I just love that.
Nice.
And I can spend hours on Instagram, you know, and I like also working something out for Instagram, which it kind of established the app established a status for it, you know, in
Itself,
a sense
yeah.
of it gotta be something cool for you to put there. If you just put anything on your feed, then you go to Facebook or whatever. Facebook
Shoot
is
me
where you
down.
just put.
Shoot me down.
Instagram is art. I love the way it's structured
Yeah.
because you just go in there and it's like you see it. Yeah, yeah.
I won't deny that it has a standard of its own
Yeah.
because I am there and I post a lot of my, pictures and things like that. But I love interaction also. So on Instagram, I don't get a lot of interaction. You get the likes, yeah.
You gotta hit up your hashtags, man.
Exactly.
I'll do that. I'll do
Yeah,
that.
the secret of Instagram is hashtags, right?
Yeah.
The whole algorithm works
According to hashtags.
according to hashtags. So
Nice.
that's how it classifies what you see. That's how it's gonna show your stuff to other people.
Yeah.
Even though they will limit you because Instagram belongs to Facebook and Facebook just limits the whole thing for everybody. Sorry guys in the chat, Facebook's limiting your life. I don't know if you- I'm glad we're not on Facebook Live. We're on YouTube, so we can say that.
Liz is saying that TikTok has a lot of BTS. I think Liz wants everyone to join and photography stuff too. So, yes, I think TikTok just stole that from Instagram, Liz.
Yeah, we will get there, Liz. Maybe one day. But then probably when we get there, all the young cool people will be gone,
Hey.
like they did on Instagram. Very cool. Yeah. So talking about this social media that you like and the one that is your favorite, what do you think it's the pros and cons of that social media? What are the pros of being on Facebook? How long have you been on Facebook, Cabello?
It's been 10 years because, it shows me for how long I've been there. Since September 2010. Since September 2010. So, yeah, I've been working for Facebook for 10 years without getting paid, but it has its own pros and cons. Basically, a lot of people, I get even simplest comments when I least expect. Like, Barros was saying once that the things that I post on Facebook, it's actually me. He says he sees no difference between who I am in the staff dorm or, at any given time and compared to the things that I post there. So I feel like for me, it gave me such a wide platform where I can be crazy and be myself and be accepted for that, I haven't been bullied, cyberbullying, it hasn't happened to me. I've been able to just share my thoughts and everything. And when I share memes, it's basically the memes that I created and people have been receiving all of that well. So also I've received a lot of help through Facebook because Facebook, it has this wide, audience for me. So I've been able to get through my DTS. There are people back at home that said, man, we saw the amount of your fees going down almost every week when you were posting and, all of that. So in a way, it also kind of encourages other people that are looking, even if they're not saying anything. Just one person managed to say something, but maybe there are other people that are looking up in my life. I also received another compliment when I posted a dance video of myself. Somebody said, dude, you make Christianity look fun. Because basically where I come from, Christianity is a serious thing. It's all about church. But during the week is a different kind of a lifestyle. So to do that, it's sort of like living for Christ in a totally different perspective, and it's just beautiful.
And I guess people there are on Facebook a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people, especially from my home,
They're following you.
they're on Facebook.
So you mentioned a lot of pros.
Yeah.
What was the cons that you faced on that?
Cons was I've managed to get myself in trouble with some of my comments before, and not being fully informed on my decisions, or not really the decisions but the post that I'm reading, and not knowing that there's a lot of background story, and I'm just seeing this and then I go and I react to that, and then somebody just sees my comment and they just chow me. So I think I've also gained this thing of holding back in terms of certain issues, like even throughout the time of this whole gender-based violence and Black Lives Matter, I wasn't posting much, because I do have my own opinions and things like that, but I feel like that social platform has become so, it's under scrutiny. Almost everything you say, there are people that say, no, you can't put yourself on an innocent side, I can't be there saying not all men are the same. I can't be there saying, so I need to think of what I'm really going to say, and what I'm going to say, it cannot be to defend myself. It has to be to have sympathy with the people that are going through things, and that is not really easy to say I feel your pain, because I actually don't. So yeah, I think that's the pros and cons, to say I hold back on my thoughts because I don't know how people will react.
Lorena is saying that Cabello only talks about getting married on Facebook, but not much action in real life.
Oh,
And I said, or maybe I just don't know.
let's find out on the next exciting episode.
Good one. Sam,
Yeah.
what is the pros and cons that you find on your favorite social media there, Instagram, right?
I think I'll start with the cons
Uh,
because I've been more aware of them lately. I think the cons will definitely be procrastination. What it happens to my time, like where the heck does my time go when I'm online? And when I'm on Instagram, it just really flies. Yeah, I think for me, losing track of time is something big, especially when I have a full day, things
kind
to
of like
do.
wasting
Yeah.
valuable time.
Exactly,
Yeah, okay.
definitely. Like if I value my time, then it's social media wouldn't be a part of my life.
It's crazy how
testify to that.
like stories, they're like 15 seconds, but you watch what, like 1,000 of them?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like 2 hours of your day. It's like a full movie or the 2 episodes of a very good series, and you just there 15 seconds, 15 seconds, 15 seconds, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, and then the other con for me would definitely be attention span, where like just like you mentioned, the stories are really quick. They're 15 seconds, but then there's another one. So I think
You move on.
I don't really have, I wouldn't say the same level of patience that I used to have before I was interacting with social media, like, or at least like I think Liz mentions this a lot. What she does, she mentions it to me, like how she's on TikTok, and when she goes to YouTube, she doesn't have the patience to finish a full YouTube video because the TikTok videos are
Just so
so
quick.
short. Yeah, and I mean that's even on Instagram now, and so I think for me that's another thing. Then the pros for me would be that I get motivated. I'm very inspired by like
That's
the
awesome.
photos I see, the videos that I see, especially the behind the scenes stuff of like video creation and stuff. So those kind of things. And then also, if you depending who you follow, I would say follow people who inspire you to make social media a better experience. But then, yeah, for me, like when I wake up, I go and watch like a pastor's live or something, someone that from Brazil
Yeah.
that has gone live. Yeah, oh, that's live on the moment. Yeah, I think for me that's cool. Start of day. Yeah.
Awesome. Danny,
Yeah, I'm gonna start over like Sam. Like I agree with the procrastination. That's why sometimes it takes so long in the bathroom, because you have, you have your cell phone there, and like you're looking at all the stories, or the video posts, the discovery on Instagram, but at the same time, I see there's a lot of what I have started to see is that there's a lot of bullying
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
When I started to see like old friends and stuff, arguing about some stuff, and fighting about or talking about world things that's happening currently, like especially with the Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of people dissing and roasting, and like kind
Yeah.
of things. So that's a big con. Like there's also a lot of racism,
Mm.
like on Twitter, especially like I see on Twitter and also Instagram and even on Facebook. There's a lot of people disrespecting each other because of the race and the class and everything.
It's
So
tense, man.
it's huge. Like my mother posted a post about it, and she made a video about like how I'm not like a white security guy chasing a street kid out of the street because it's a busy street, chasing him away just because of his color. And then my mother even, confronted him, said, "You wouldn't do this to a white person," And there was like a whole thing happening and everything. So like I already see this is happening, and social media is having this connection and the web of this.
Yeah.
And then pros is like you see a lot of you get a lot of updates of other people's lives. Like for example, as I am a missionary, like you follow other missionaries, like wow, this guy's in Jordan, or this guy's in Brazil doing this kind of ministry, working with these kind of people, and it's like inspiring me, like it's keeping like wow, like there is some people making a difference there, and also inspires me like maybe I need to work harder too, like how can I also be involved in thing like this
Yes.
here in
Uh-huh.
Booster or in YWAM, and yeah, and then yeah.
Gives you
That's
some
cool.
ideas. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, so let me read some of the comments here.
Bianca
Lorena
actually,
posted there the
Yeah.
thing
Cons.
about
Con.
her pros are connection, information, learning, and opportunities.
Yeah.
And cons are misconception of reality, judging people's lives by what we see on
Ooh,
social media.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Simon gave a brilliant idea. He said that we should break the podcast down to 15 seconds and post on Instagram stories. That's brilliant, Simon. I think we should really do that.
3
It's
words
gonna
per
be
person.
like those that have just 1,000 dots on top, and you watch all of them. You watch the whole podcast. Very good idea. I think for me the pros that I see is. I don't know. I think social media has to do with ego, like with
yeah.
it has to do with like
Definitely.
you want people to say, "Wow, nice job! Wow, nice photo!" Deep, everybody wants to get some.
Yeah,
I
recognition.
listened to a podcast that they call that biscuits. Everybody wants to get a biscuit. Like
Hey.
everybody wants to receive one. So it's like the likes are like biscuits.
Yeah.
It tickles your soul, your ego.
Yeah.
When you post something nice and people, compliment you. So I think it comes down deep there. It comes from kind of a need that we have that people want to be appreciated and all of that. I know it's getting deep, but I think it's the root of it.
That's
Yeah.
definitely
and
it. Yeah.
and it's one of the factors why I like Instagram, because I see that when people post there, it's something that they really worked out to make it, and then it's kind of it's probably worth it,
Yeah.
and whatever. I don't know if I'm even saying something meaningful here, but it's what I think. And cons, I think all the social medias, I think they have the same con, which is exposure. We have no idea who we are exposing our lives to.
Yeah.
Like for instance, if you have an Instagram, because of the whole hashtag algorithm and all, you gotta have an open profile, otherwise your stuff won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So, and the moment that you have it open, it's out there. So your life is exposed to. So you gotta be really careful with what you're posting there, what
Yeah.
stories you're doing, what is showing. So let's say the guy's showing something, and then he's showing the way to his house. He's showing how to get to his house. He's showing how to get through the door and everything. And then someone goes there and steals all his stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just gave it for free in the internet. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And we don't realize. So it could be, it shows me how many of my followers have seen the thing, but what about the people that don't follow me? I don't always check who have watched my stuff.
Yeah.
And
Oh, so
I don't know.
the stories only show the people that follow you.
No, they show people that don't follow you also.
Okay.
But first will always come the people that follow you. And sometimes it's like a lot of you, so you don't look every day. So let's say one of those days there's some creepy person that's looking
Yeah.
at your stuff and you don't even know,
Yeah, yeah.
And when I think of the girls and
Yeah.
the teenagers
Yeah.
out there and
Yeah.
people like posting half naked pictures and all of that, I think of that. I'm like, dude,
have
you
no
have no
idea.
idea who is watching
Exactly.
you.
That is a very scary thought, actually. Yeah.
That's very scary. So
There's a-
yeah, you
there's a
said
comment-
Bianca said something. Yeah.
Yes, one of the cons Bianca mentioned, it was the catfishing.
Yes.
Catfishing, I think it can also come from what you just said, who you're exposing yourself into. Or sometimes not even exposing yourself to. There are those that actually create these fake profiles to just come after people. They're preying on people. And yeah,
Yeah, I like Beef. Beef mentioned that Facebook is awesome for fights.
I wonder if
Yes.
that's Beef's pro or con.
that is
it's
beef.
pro.
Finish
It's
it,
Beef
lad.
pros because Beef loves a fight on Facebook.
I mentioned
he
him
likes
today.
posting strong statements so that
On Facebook, there was a meme today that says, take that one person that can argue with 12 people and win. And I mentioned him there. And 12 is like actually a small number. He fights with the whole country. He mentioned it himself.
Do you know that GIF? How do you say GIF or GIF?
GIF,
Yeah.
GIF,
GIF.
GIF. So you know that GIF that is the little chubby kid eating popcorn looking
And then
like this,
runs.
and then people just post it in the comments and it's like, I'm here just to watch. So when Beef posts his stuff on Facebook, I go there just to watch. From now on, Beef, I'm just gonna comment following. Because I saw that last week when I was in a watching a live stream,
Yeah.
and then someone went there and just typed following. And I was like, what for? And then I realized, no, because this person wants to come
Get
back later
notifications.
and get notifications to read the comments. I was like, wow, people are more interested in the comments than the subject of what is being said.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah, no, the conversation was.
yeah. So Lee said that sometimes the life that is portrayed in social media makes me depressed because my life is not as cool as theirs, and I have to understand that's not the reality always. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. What do you guys think? Do you display your real life, how your life is on social media?
I think I have an
On your
answer.
favorite social media?
Like, I think now, like in missions kind of way, like I post more like of my life, like real life. But before, no, like before I was trying to pretend that I'm somebody else, kind of thing. Like you look at those other peers of yours or your friends, and you see like, oh, I want to be like this. I'm gonna start posting like this. But like I think now, like currently, like in YWAM, posting stuff like a bit of showing of like my reality and what my daily routine goes through. It's like it's kind of a hard kind of things because it's ups and downs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's yeah. On Facebook, I post about myself, but I'm very selective in terms of what I'm choosing. If I know it's case sensitive, well, not personally. If it's very sensitive to me, then I don't post it there. If I do want to post it in a way, I make sure that I'm wise going through it. It's not detailed, and sometimes it even attracts the people that are closer to me to actually put me on the side and say, hey, I saw this post and you want to talk about it, which is kind of the good part about it, the social media. The people that know me, they kind of now know when I'm in need of a talk and to vent. So I post about myself quite a lot of jokes, and yeah, I don't put up all my business out there. I don't put up my family business out there. I put up my side of the story, which is just usually jokes.
Do you
and-
just put up all the happy stuff or even the down stuff in your?
Oh, I put up the bad stuff. I got hit by depression and migraines in 2018. because I was trying to catch up to everybody else. You know, people have jobs, people have cars and everything. I started to say, and I was looking into other people's lives, Instagram, Facebook, everything. It was a hard hit, almost like what Liz is saying. For me, it was a hard hit. It was migraines and depression, and I'm like, hey, I need to finish this course in school. I need to get my business running. I need to get all of that. So I tried to then post I tested the waters. I was like, what if I spoke about depression on Facebook? And then I had good feedback on that, like other people that could relate. And then I started exposing a little bit more about things that are painful, not really how I came to that pain, not like the personal story, like, hey, I just broke up and I'm depressed. No, but to say I am at the depression point, that I do mention. I don't mention only the happy stuff. I even mentioned, like, hey, guys, you know that I'm struggling. I'm an addict, and with that, I've been receiving good feedback from social media. And I think it's been a blessing because most people, I don't think they get that good feedback. You know, when they try to open up.
Sam.
Yeah, I think for me, very similar. I actually have a very close friend, and she, yeah, the person that she, when I growing up, I saw the person that she portrayed on her social media was not the person that I knew her to be. And so I understood that it's very easy for us to get into the habit of posting to, and then finding out what it is that the people like, and then following that. So I'm only going to keep posting that because you want those results. So I think, yeah, from the beginning I was very aware of that. I think for me, I don't necessarily post. I post the definitely the more happier moments of my life. So I wouldn't say exactly who I am, and it's very like there's almost nothing on. I prefer to follow than to, yeah.
But here's the difference,
share.
Cabello does Facebook, and he does it like he puts his life in there,
Yeah.
per se, like good and bad moments, and it's a personal social media for him.
Yeah.
You do Instagram, but as a creator, but a creator that wants to show kind of your work type of, not your
Yeah.
your life.
Yourself.
This is the
Yes,
difference.
yeah.
Maybe
Of course.
that's where Instagram is your favorite,
Yeah.
you know. And
Yeah.
yeah.
No, definitely.
I'm similar to that. Like just this past week, I saw a guy. He posted the stories because some people they do stories as just a personal thing, right? You get the camera and then you just talk to it. And you're talking to everybody, and then he took a photo of him crying, and I looked at that and I was like, dude, that's like so weird that you're gonna take a selfie of yourself crying. It's like you crying is just like such a personal, intimate.
Are you really crying
moment.
if you're going? Like,
Anyway, I don't. I maybe it's even wrong that I'm laughing. I don't want to laugh, but I really that made me reflect. I was like, what does he want to? What message does he want to pass? You know, like, and then he put exactly that. Like, I just don't want to show you guys all the nice stuff. I want to show also a photo of me crying because I also have bad moments and whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So I in that statement I was already like, there's a cry out right there.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
that he's probably feeling lonely, you know, and
Yeah.
he's sharing it with everybody that maybe most of the people don't know him. You
Yeah.
know. So one struggle that I would have with my favorite social media, like Instagram, it's that I really choose like if I post a photo of my family, I'm gonna choose the best one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work it out and then I post it there, you know. So if you see there, you're gonna see a lot of nice photos, but they are all like they have a really long space of date and when they were taking and where they were taking. So it's not my daily life. But if you don't know me, you look through my feed,
Yeah.
and then you're like, whoa, that's a beautiful life,
Yeah.
happy family. every day you're in a different place. But it's like one day here, one day 2018.
Years
one day,
later.
you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Pockets.
so it's not always, you know.
That's
so
true.
I think social media, it's very tricky
Yeah.
in that sense, you know.
Yeah,
It can be very.
in the aspect of time, it's something else as well. Like you mentioned, we look at a feed and we see instantly in that moment we see you in, you know, the UK. We see you in J Bay, we see you in Worcester, and you think, wow, this person's everywhere, you know?
And that's like over 10 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like you showed Lorena's comments here, but I think media can be very tricky for people, like especially with the identity crisis or issues. You know, like I think that I was in a place like that too. Like when we get there, we get lost of like who we really are and what we want to be.
Yeah.
You know, then we try and then we see these people like, oh, I want to be like this person, and then we put this mask on, and then we try to act like this person, and but then at the same time, our emotions of depression and anxiety also kicks in, you know,
Yeah.
which helps. I think is a big con in social life, in social media life. You know, like there's always somebody watching your feed or you're watching your posts. You know, and sometimes I think, in my perspective, you know, when you go on Instagram, you always have that. You can always go back and save the draft, like especially the caption and stuff, and always go back before I post it. Is this the right caption to make sure? Like, am I
Yeah.
hurting somebody? Am I giving a false imagery of myself, or you know, what am I promoting out of this, or
Yeah.
you know, kind of thing? So like, that is.
Yeah.
How many times have you guys typed something to post and then you backtrack?
And when you're done typing, you just stop and you.
You delete it and you don't post it. How many?
So many times.
Too many.
Too many times, but I also kind of used some different kind of an approach. I remember Liz was saying, you know, she has a blog that nobody knows about. You know,
Yeah.
Here I am on Facebook. I would actually type everything like vent there, and then I would go to this option of who can see, public or only me, and then I'd be pressing only me, and then I'd be posting it, and I'm like, I
Are you
think-
serious?
Yeah. And I'm
So
like,
you post it just to yourself?
yeah,
and then-
just
and then
to
you feel
myself.
Like,
And I'm like, yeah, only me and Mark Zuckerberg can see this. It's cool.
and the American government and China maybe.
Mark and I.
Mark and I.
Yeah, I used that a couple of times, but most of the time, yeah, I just erase everything.
Man, I think that's the first time that I'm hearing of someone that posts stuff on Facebook for himself.
I did.
I mean, it'll be in your timeline, so for you,
It's
it's
like-
as if it's there,
That's
you know?
like incredible. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you can go through your timeline, and maybe
Yeah.
even your memories on Facebook is gonna show you some stuff that you wrote just
Yeah.
to yourself. Maybe
I
you
do
write something to the future. To
That would be- oh,
to
that
the
would be
Cabello
nice.
in 20 years. You write, old Cabello. Hi, here's young Cabello.
Yeah.
I want to tell you. You know, and then you just post it to yourself. Then memories, in 20 years time, it's gonna remind you.
That
Say,
was very nice.
Cabello, in July 2020, you wrote this.
And I
you know?
discovered it actually very early, like years back. It's been there. So yeah, it's kind of a cool time.
I was sharing with the guys when we had the meeting that sometimes Facebook has this feature that brings you the memories. So it shows you what happened on that day, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever time you are on Facebook, it will show you. So it shows you every day, and then some days it shows me stuff that I posted. Not pictures and things like, most of it I'm okay with it, but sometimes it just posts me like some stupid things that I posted. And then I read it and I'm like, who was I? Why am I, you know, like, and then sometimes, like, if it is something that I'm venting, or I know exactly what was the situation just by reading the post. And I'm like, yo, you were so immature. You didn't know anything. Like, not that I know now, but whoa, it's frustrating some days, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, I love that feature. I think it's my favorite feature of Facebook.
Yeah.
Right now,
Memories.
in the time that I am in my life, I'm fed up of Facebook. I've thought of canceling it for many times. I can't count them. But the memories one, I still like it, especially because of my kids. Every day it kind of surprises me because my oldest son David, I probably did one video every day of his life for his first 5 years. So it was crazy. Like, he has so much stuff. So every day it gives me a little video that
Throws
I
you a
made
new
with
update.
him or something, and it's so cool, man. Sometimes I just cry, you know. I wake up, I look at it, and then I'm like, I cry. I'm like, whoa, this is so cool. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
to see that. So that part I really appreciate. All the rest, I'm done.
Get out. I wish you could pick what kind of Facebook you want. I just want Facebook that has this.
Yeah, exactly. I wanna ask a question for the guys in the chat. Guys, how long does it take for you to open your social media after you wake up in the morning?
and which
Which one do you go for? Yeah. Let us know. Start typing it there, so we will be the judges if you're normal or not.
I don't know if this counts, but sometimes I wake up like at 5 a.m. when I'm planning on waking up at 7, 8 o'clock, and in between my sleep I will open my phone and it's on Instagram. So then I just scroll a little bit, then I fall asleep again. So essentially I check it before I even wake up. In that kind
Wow.
of sense.
Clarissa said about 15 minutes after she wakes up, she checks WhatsApp first.
Yay.
Okay.
I always check WhatsApp.
I think WhatsApp is my last one, Clarissa. Honestly. Yeah, WhatsApp is my number 2 on my cut-off list. The first one that I don't like is Facebook. The second one is
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp. I really don't like WhatsApp. But
WhatsApp is just being for work, so
necessary.
I just scroll down and I don't actually check them, and I'm like, okay, I need to do this.
The one factor that makes me like WhatsApp, it's my family. It's like, it's that even my mom knows how to use WhatsApp, which is amazing.
You have a family group?
Huh?
Do you have a family group?
My family has a group, yes, but I'm not there.
You're not
They
there?
put, every time they add me, I go out.
Oh,
Every time. So they I think now
Savage.
no, it's just that I can't stand groups. It's like, now they made a group. Nobody's gonna watch this, right, Amor? I think. They made a group of my DTS. My DTS was 17 years ago. So they made like a DTS reunion, which is cool, all right? So they made a group, and then for some days we send messages and photos and all the stuff. But now, like, everybody's keeping on with their lives.
Yeah.
And some of the guys are just using the group to advertise stuff that they're doing and things. And then I'm like, would they be super offended if I
just
just
leave?
like, I muted it, but still, for me, it's still not enough.
You receive that notification still, so it's,
Yeah, I have a problem with seeing
The numbers.
notifications.
Unread
Yeah,
messages.
notifications on my apps.
And if it's a
I can't.
Brazilian group, then it gets to the hundreds within minutes, man. It's-
No, I wake up every morning to like 50 messages easily. So, yeah. How many of you guys in the chat really like WhatsApp? Like it's your favorite. I didn't see nobody writing WhatsApp as
Who
their favorite.
likes WhatsApp groups?
Dylan said that he's on YouTube every day, every hour. So YouTube is your favorite, Dylan.
Nice.
That's good. YouTube is probably on my second on my list also. I really like YouTube.
Do you interact with people on YouTube, Dylan? Like maybe on the comments and things like that?
I don't usually.
Yeah. I just leave my comments there and I don't come
I
back.
read comments sometimes, and if it's something that I'm really blown off, then I go in the comment and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
congratulate the guy or something. And yeah, some days I was like really surprised. Like there's this band that's my favorite band, and they made a video, or someone made a video for them in Russia, and it was just like so cool. And I wrote there and I was like, wow, I'm so impressed by this, by that, and they did the Russian guy, it was amazing. They got one of their songs, and when the credits by the end,
Yeah.
so they did almost like a video clip. It's a live recording, but like a video clip. And then by the end, they got one of their songs, another song, and then made a version of it on piano, almost like a jazz, and put it there, just like as an Easter
As
egg.
the
Hey.
oh.
And then I put it on the comment. I just love the jazz version, the piano
Hey.
jazz version of Alive at the end of the thing. And then the band went there and commented, "Whoa!" I thought
You saw
we
that.
thought nobody
Would notice that.
Would notice that. I was like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
felt like, wow.
Yeah, that is success when
Yeah.
the person that you're posting for is actually coming back to comment
No,
on
and
you.
that's like a video that has like a million.
Yeah,
views.
Yeah,
So
that's very awesome.
Yo, that's
right?
cool.
Yeah,
That's
it was
cool.
really cool.
Yeah. I think comments is also for me Actually, the funner part. I've never gotten into a comment fight, but in one of my most favorite meme pages on Instagram, my brother actually commented something, and then like within the day, I never received so many notifications of people liking and then commenting to this comment that he used my account. And like I checked it just now. There's like 500 likes on the comment. It's about like a pizza with bananas on it, and my brother mentioned that like the people were saying about how gross it is, and then we were like, no, but in Brazil we have it for dessert. My brother put there, and like we even have chocolate on it, and then people were like, oh, that sounds delicious, sounds amazing. And then there were a bunch of people like they got into a fight in that comment about how Brazil is spelled with a Z and an S, like and the two differences.
That's comment section.
Yeah, that's
Comment section right there.
It's a land of no one. Comment section. So
Yeah.
let's see what they wrote there for us. So
Beef says,
Yeah.
depends whether the internet is behaving. On a good day, about 20 minutes. That's how long my brain takes to function. And then he says immediate, and it's WhatsApp fast. And then follow up on previous days, it's Facebook fights.
Facebook fight.
Yes.
All right. So I always check out memories. Also, such a good feature that Clarissa said that.
Yeah.
Depend on the day. Most days after my breakfast, or during my breakfast. That's my wife, Lorena.
Yay.
Then Dylan said YouTube.
Bianca says immediately. That means immediately when she wakes up, she's on her phone. And she says just catching up on WhatsApp messages and stories first.
Okay. Yeah, YouTube for later, but then it's only for YouTube. Cool. Screenshot when. Oh, cool. That's a good idea, Clarice. I think I've done that on that.
After the band.
Yeah. Liz made her list here very organized. So first WhatsApp, really, Liz? I'll check fam updates. Yeah, that's important. Yeah, if I see my WhatsApp has a message from my mom or my sister, I'll check it for sure.
It goes first.
But yeah, that's about it. Second, TikTok.
Of course.
Really?
Of course.
Like right in the morning. Like. Then Instagram, then Pinterest, then Netflix for the rest of the life, and YouTube. Because Netflix is like.
Hey,
forever.
Ponomu is on YouTube. He says his favorite app is YouTube, of course.
All right. Good. Oh, they don't have only this song on TikTok. Yeah, but it's the one that everybody's sharing. It's not even. This is the wrong song. This is the coughing, guys. But I don't remember the melody of that song. The one that you do the choreography like.
I have the song on my phone.
The one that everybody does. Anyway. Yeah, this one.
That one.
So guys, please go on TikTok if you have it and follow Liz. She's amazing.
Of course.
Oh, do you guys know that Gisele here from the base?
Yes,
She's on
I've
TikTok
I've
and
seen
she
her
does a lot
videos.
of stuff.
Yeah, she also posts them on Facebook. So
She's officially a TikToker.
nice.
That's a thing now. Missionary and TikToker.
missionary Instagram or Facebook or TikToker.
Very good, very good. Good job, Danny, she said.
Does anyone in the comments there check Twitter? I feel like Twitter's become the new political war zone.
Yeah, I check Twitter
You
every
check
day.
Twitter
Yeah,
every day.
yeah, for news. and
I want to
stuff.
get
Exactly.
Twitter. I think
I like Twitter.
Yeah.
It's really good.
That's
And
what I
you-
use it for, yeah.
Yeah, it's. I like threads. Like when there's a subject and with the whole Black Lives Matter, Twitter was amazing for me. Like it
Yeah.
helped me to organize stuff and follow threads and was good. I found a lot of interesting stuff. In
I actually re-downloaded the app. I had the account before, but I downloaded the app again just in the beginning of this whole Black Lives Matter thing, just to
And
keep up.
one of the most influential people in the world are on Twitter, and they say stuff on Twitter,
Yeah.
including the president POTUS, the president of the United States. He doesn't use the official president of the United States account. He uses
Yeah.
his own account on
Private
Twitter,
account,
and he
yeah.
types on that thing all the time. It's crazy. You can follow him and the Brazilian president also. So it's interesting. It's like you're hearing from the guy's mouth all the time.
That's
Yeah.
so funny, man.
Brian said Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit is a cool app.
It's really cool. I don't have the app though. I've checked on the internet sometimes when you do searches, it takes you to Reddit like straight.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah.
Is Reddit an app?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's an app.
No,
No,
I'm-
I think it started as a forum platform, right? Brian, you can correct us if we're wrong, but it has the app also. You can
Anderson mentioned Twitter fights.
Twitter fight.
In Twitter, there's always someone rising and there's always someone falling. Someone
Yeah.
must fall. Someone must rise. Yeah.
Yeah. And Twitter, it's good that you go on what's trending on
Yeah.
Twitter and you know what your country is talking about.
Yeah.
Like that's how I kind of know what's going on in South Africa. Like really quick, you go on trends and you find, and then I switch it to Brazil and then I see what people are talking in Brazil. So then I see what news I should read and what is relevant.
That's good.
So it helps a little bit. I don't have Twitter. I used to have it, but fizzled out for me. That's Clarissa, she said. Black Twitter put me off Twitter.
Yeah.
Too brutal out there. Explain, Cabelo, what is Black Twitter?
Black Twitter is actually somebody who wanted to download Black Twitter and it doesn't exist as an app.
Please don't go to your store and search for Black Twitter.
Yeah, Black Twitter is basically a savage Twitter where you are not safe. You could actually be posting something good, but you can be ridiculed for it. You can be dragged through the streets of Black Twitter, and yeah, man, you are lucky to survive Black Twitter.
Sounds like another dimension.
Yeah, Black Twitter, man, it's a lot of threats come through, ne? And the more people do hashtags and mention, they invite more people to get up on
It's
you.
like the deep web version of Twitter.
Yeah, it goes deep and it goes bad. Yo.
Yeah.
So, any of you guys still have Snapchat?
No.
I have
Did you
Snapchat.
ever had? You have?
I check Snapchat very rarely because one of my best friends, Isaac, he's still on Snapchat, so he regularly. I think it's the thing he posts the most on for some reason. It's what he uses the most.
Ah.
I can't find him. Even if I message him on WhatsApp, you'll get the 2 ticks. He won't say a thing for months.
I saw a video this weekend that said that in the U.S. Snapchat's still going strong.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it is. Yeah.
It's going well.
And
I mean,
he's-
TikTok's taking it all. But
His Snapchat is like alive. Like he'll be doing everything. I can follow his day through his Snapchat. It's super funny.
Hey.
Yeah, so that's the only reason. Just 2 friends of mine. But it's
kids those days are using. I.
Using Snapchat to flirt.
Oh, really? Okay, maybe that's the thing. If you are on social media too long, nearly every app will try to get you back. That is
if
so
you're off
true.
social media, yeah.
Yeah, if you are off social
Yeah.
media. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's the if I don't go on Instagram the whole day, I'll receive like check out this person commented this person in tag this person in the
Yeah.
post and like,
Do you guys have your notifications on? Do you receive notifications from your social media apps?
Facebook is completely off.
I receive only from WhatsApp. It appears on my screen even if my phone is locked, but that is the only app. Other notifications, they come through when I go into the app.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but you don't see on your screen if
No.
I go like your photo.
No. I cut that off
You're not
way,
that crazy.
way in the past. Yeah, I started off with it because I wanted to know who's reading and I wanted to comment immediately. But it also fizzled out of me, you know. And so now I'm cool. I'm okay. I post something there and log off, and I'll come back tomorrow and I was like, okay, how did it stew? And then I see,
Yeah.
you stewed pretty
The
good.
slow cooker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a notification phobia. Like, I can't stand notifications. So when they start appearing on my screen, I put them off. And if for some reason some new app shows me a notification, I immediately go put it off. I think they're so annoying. I think it's, and then I remember when they were launching the Apple Watch. Then one of their things in the advertisement was like, you can receive your notifications right on your post. I was like, no way.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it sounds like a nightmare. You know, I put them off, and then I want my arm to vibrate. Just no way.
I think
No,
for
thank you.
that could be like a study that they could publish of how much more people that have their notifications on their Apple Watch are more depressed than others because they receive it on the go. Yeah, no, that's for me. Notifications, on the other hand, is more of a, I would say, a lifesaver. I forget very easily. I can look at something and then right away, forget this person just messaged me. So it's good, especially like on the Instagram, to remind me to go back on if someone send me a DM or something. Yeah.
Oh, so Beef saying that Reddit, you cannot turn the notifications off. Are you serious?
Whoa.
That's intense, Beef. So I'm never downloading.
It's not for you.
Yes.
It's not for you.
So anyone know why TikTok got banned in India?
Liz, can you help us out there?
Maybe because they never did the dance. I read on a wonderful Facebook, but I don't know why, Liz. All right, that's exactly the point that I want to talk
Fake
about here.
news.
Fake news. So, about sharing stuff,
Yeah.
like sharing and unchecked facts and stuff. How many times have you guys been there reading, scrolling through your feed and then reading stuff, and then you're like, whoa, really?
Yeah.
This really happened, and then you like share, and you click and it goes. Like,
Yeah.
have you guys done that?
I've done
I'm
it.
good.
I've done it.
I've done it
Yep,
many
yep.
times, right? And we were having this conversation talking about how dangerous it is today, and the famous expression for that is fake news today, right? Like that people, they receive this information that is so shocking, that feels so how this classified, and
Yeah.
and it's something that the media is not talking about. Usually that expression is in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, media doesn't talk about this, look what this happened, and blah blah blah, and then you go and share it without really knowing what is behind it, or not checking the facts and things. So have you guys had any experience with that? And
I've definitely been a victim of fake news.
Yeah, I've also been part of that. There's a feature now that I noticed on Twitter, and I was like, if only this came a bit earlier. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how far it goes, but there was this picture that was being, posted, and Twitter itself had an alert that says the following media has been manipulated, which could mean like photoshopped or something like that. If only we had such alerts, then I think we would have been saved from quite a lot, because we can use one picture, change it just a little bit to fit what we want to spread to the people, and then we just release it. So I've been catfished to share fake news.
Most of the time, from two sources that I read, that I see a lot of that happening, it's Facebook and Twitter,
Yeah.
basically. Facebook, I see that a lot. I see people really just sharing stuff, and sometimes, because on Facebook, when you post something that looks like a news, it will all look the same on the post, right?
Yeah.
The format is the same. So, but when you go check from what newspaper or from what source that came from, you open this odd websites, like that came from whatever, Sometimes it's even like it's like a joke or something, but people don't seem to check it, Like many times people share that stuff, and then you go and you're like, did you really read what was, in
Said.
there? So I think we need to be a bit more careful. Sam, I remember you mentioned about WhatsApp, right? How dangerous it is,
Yeah.
like that, to receive stuff from in WhatsApp, and you're like, whoa.
Secular
Yeah, no,
messages.
WhatsApp can be very dangerous. I think one good one during this lockdown, someone sent into our family group, because I'm still in our family group, that Chuck Norris died, and I was like, oh man, Chuck Norris is dead. And then like 'cause the whole thing is like it was in Portuguese. I just checked now to make sure he's not dead. To make sure. But they said, oh, like it had a list of actors that died of coronavirus, and Chuck Norris was on there, and I was like 3 of actors that were on there had died, and then the rest of the 10 was still not dead. And
I
I was
want to
like,
tell you something. If Corona kills Chuck Norris, then we gotta be worried. then I'm gonna go to a cave or something.
Yeah.
But Chuck Norris,
die.
you won't die. You won't. He's not that kind of guy.
He the best.
I see the comments are like flowing here. Let's see what they're saying there. Who remembers Tumblr? I remember Tumblr, but I was
I
never
never.
in.
to all the apps that came and went.
Yeah.
It's like an old version of Instagram.
Was it?
Yeah, it's like
Kind of, yeah.
it's just like photos and it's just kinda
But
like
it
an
started
event.
more like a blog type of. So Simon said, now your grandparents tell you their whole life, 50 years, all the grandchildren can just say, oh yeah, I've just seen that on Facebook, Instagram. It's true. You can go through to the grandpa and grandma's life only on their social media. That's kind of weird, right? Like we only hear stories.
Yeah. That's actually.
They will actually watch it.
Yeah, but
Like, my dad used to do a podcast. Or my granddad used to do a podcast, and then they go and watch the old YouTube video file of you, Sam.
yo,
Speaking on the podcast.
that's
actually,
yeah.
Never thought of
That's
that.
very, it's changing.
Simon, always meaningful. Well done. I heard the world was going to be the reset someday this year. They will turn everything off for like 3 seconds.
The button.
Oh, Liz is saying the green
Reset.
button. Reset button.
Clarissa said Chuck Norris did die from Corona, guys, but then he resurrected from 2 weeks of quarantine.
Nice one.
Hey Clarissa, the thing is, Chuck Norris doesn't even need 3 days.
She said
He
2
needs
weeks of
3
quarantine.
minutes. He'll say, I'll do it in 3 minutes. Very good. Google, the Indian government banned dozens of Chinese-made apps. Oh yeah, TikTok belongs to China, yes.
Oh.
Oh, really?
It's dangerous to the country.
Hey,
The apps were prejudicial sovereignty and integrity of India, security, state, and public. And also, India and China, they're having a territorial conflict right now happening
Yeah.
somewhere down in Asia. So there's a part they're fighting for a piece of land there. So they actually had, I think, about 20 soldiers died a week ago. That's not fake news. It's it's facts. So that's probably has to do with that, Bianca. Now that you mentioning, I think that makes sense. So they're having also a diplomacy problem in there. TikTok is an app made by China.
So I guess it's not actually TikTok, it's TikTok. Like
Yeah, TikTok was previously Musically. Remember Musically?
yeah, it was always on YouTube. The ads.
So,
of,
yeah.
Oh.
It's also looking like Vine.
Yeah, no, but yeah, it's different company. But Musically was to compete with Vine, yes. But Vine has had another idea of. So Vine was like super quick videos, right? And but was also trendy and big and stuff. So TikTok was Musically, and then they just changed the name and changed the way things were done in the app, and then it became trendy. But it's been there for a while. I think 2017, 16.
Okay.
So there's people that they have been TikTok for a while now. They were Musically and they just migrated it.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
You know, Beef says he does share the fake news to use that to find out more, and I've seen him do that. He basically captions it in a way that people are going to engage, and 10 seconds later there's a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You go check the comments, there'll be a fight in there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so guys, be careful with what you read on those feeds, and especially news and stuff, what's happening, because, you know, go check your sources always.
Yeah.
And in Brazil, there's a huge discussion about politics, you know, in WhatsApp, because the government has a very strong communication to the people through WhatsApp. You know, the government that is right now, and there's an investigation going on and a lot of stuff, and I think it will always be difficult to filter stuff because social media is just growing.
Yeah.
Internet is just expanding, and right now, I don't know if fortunately or unfortunately, politics discovered that it can be fully done through the internet, right? And to end, I just want to tell a story here. It's actually not a story; it's news that I shared with Sam last week. That actually my wife shared with me.
Trump learned the hard way.
Yeah, my wife shared with me, and then I shared with Sam, and we were. So I don't know
of
if you
social
guys saw
media.
that on the news, but about a week ago, President Trump, he started with his new campaign, right, to the rallies for the new campaign, and he opened the tickets for the rally online, and he told people go there, you know, and so people go there and get their ticket and get their place to be there in the rally. So that's like about 1 million.
I'm so glad this
tickets.
time you're not telling the story with the impressionating Donald Trump.
Oh no, sorry, I'm not that good with that. So he put all the tickets there, and then some TikTokers, influential TikTokers, people that are on K-pop scene and stuff, they got together and they were like, you know, we're gonna do a little troll here. we're gonna go on that website and we're gonna book all those tickets, all the tickets that we can. He started sharing on TikTok to all their followers and everybody, and all those guys, the young people, they went there and they just booked it, you know. So they booked, and then there's interviews of Trump saying, you know, we're going to this place. It's a city called Tulsa in the U.S. And he said we never had an empty chair on a rally.
Tulsa's supposed to be the most popular place for
yeah,
Trump,
it's
you
like
know.
it's the place to kick off.
It's his
Yeah.
hotspot.
So he said we never had an empty seat in Tulsa and all, and we're expecting thousands of people. So they put an overflow stage outside, you know, so that the people that cannot get in, they can watch from outside from the big screen and all of that. All right, the day of the event comes, and then a lot of people don't show up.
Boycott.
Guess who those people were? The TikTokers. So the TikTokers, they booked the tickets. They didn't go to the thing, obviously, because that was their point.
Yeah.
And then when they show on the news, when you watch the rally, the video of the rally, the camera concentrated on Trump and the people behind him, so you don't see
The
that
crowd,
the
the
upper
pews.
ring of the arena, it's empty.
Oh.
It's completely empty.
On him.
And outside, they are disassembling the whole overflow stage
wonder if he
because there was
tweeted about
nobody
it.
outside.
I wonder if he vented on Twitter after that.
No, that's the thing. And when I read the news, it was when his press, the guys that work from him would
Yeah.
come and explain to him why people did not show up.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you know there's an app called TikTok?
Hey.
What? What's TikTok?
So I found that genius. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not going for politics here, not saying I'm against or in favor of Trump or anything, but I found it genius. You know, that they were extreme activists, you know, and they used a social media that people don't take seriously. TikTok is just the little dance there, Liz. But no, they went straight and
they
did
used
something.
They use kids,
And-
child warriors.
And they use kids that like K-pop,
Yeah.
right? And yeah, so I found that, wow, it was amazing, man. I was really impressed with that event and how they did it.
Is K-pop the one that goes like chi 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 baby baby? Is it that one or not?
I don't know. There's many songs. I know K-pop. It's just Korean popular music, and it's like
Oh,
It's a style.
okay. Okay, it's a style of.
It's a
Okay, so it's
style.
K-pop.
So
It's
like
it's not a
rock,
specific
rap.
band.
Yeah, no.
All right, I see.
And then there are many bands. The most famous one, if I'm wrong, K-poppers will kill me, but I don't think they watch this. It's BTS.
Okay.
BTS is the most famous one. Never heard a song of them, but
Behind the
I know
scenes,
those facts.
yeah.
I think it's important to know that stuff. All right, guys. Gigi is the name of a song. Lee said. Yeah, influencers are going to run the world. I also think. I think in a few years in the future now, we're gonna see influencers or YouTubers getting into politics like
Hey.
strong. In Brazil, it's about to happen. There's one guy there that he's one of the biggest YouTubers in Brazil. His channel on YouTube has over 30 million followers,
That's crazy.
subscribers.
So he's probably in the top of the world as well then.
Yeah, he's among them. I mean,
That's crazy.
PewDiePie is what, 70, 80 million?
No, he's at 100. He's
Oh,
past
already?
100. Yeah.
Okay. I
Then there's the
I stopped
Indian guy. Then it's PewDiePie, the Indian dude, and then someone in Russia, and then it's. Yeah,
I still don't understand why PewDiePie just. It's crazy. He's just
Yeah.
giant. So, anyway, so this guy in Brazil, over 30 million subscribers.
Wow.
And he turned his focus to politics. He's on Twitter. On Twitter, he's like full on. And it's crazy because he's doing things like directly against the politicians. Like his family got like life threats and stuff. So he's full on.
Wow.
So I think that guy is going to mature age now. I think he's about to turn 30 and stuff. He might be someone in the future that's gonna run for something in Brazil. I don't doubt it, you know, because it's very
Yeah.
influential. And
Yeah.
his name is Felipe Neto.
Yeah.
And-
the guy.
Anderson was
and
just asking that.
What kind of YouTube videos did he used to do?
He did all kinds. He started with just teenage videos criticizing everything. I hate this, I hate that, I hate this band, I hate that.
Yeah,
He did
yeah.
that. And then he was off for a while. And then he came back with his brother and he started doing just kids stuff, like super silly stuff. Like, let's do a bathtub of Nutella. And then they dive into a bathtub
Because
full
that
of
gets
Nutella.
views.
Yeah, like let's do a swimming pool of slime. And then they do that. Yeah, so all those
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
they got like super rich. And then now he's full on politics.
Dang.
Nice.
And he's not, he makes some videos, sometimes he says stuff, but mostly Twitter. And he was invited to speak on a show in Brazil about a month ago, which was one of the most influential interview shows in Brazil that they really call like intellectual people to talk about it. It's called Roda Viva. It's like a lot of reporters, and the guy sits in the middle, and then
Yeah.
he turns and he talks
Wow.
to everybody. It's like being interviewed by everybody.
Yeah.
Just like really intelligent and cool, influential people go to that, and he was invited.
Wow.
The day I saw that, I was like, oh, he's growing.
He stepped up. Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't know. I think, and there's guys like him. There's people here in South Africa, you know, becoming the same. We saw Trevor Noah. How
Yeah.
you know how he grew, and his voice is super influential, not only in Africa anymore,
Yeah. Yeah.
full on in America. So yeah, guys, watch the influencers, you know, and I think it's our mission also to influence and think before we post. Think once, twice, 3 times, right, beef? and then we use social media wisely to change the world. Thank you so much for watching, guys. You guys wanna say something to end?
Tips?
Good tips.
Any tips?
No, I actually just on the question that we actually thought of asking, like, what would you do? What would you come up? What app would you come up with? I think the ones that are existing, they're already good. They cater for different people, but it would really help if there were more features that can really, you know, take down the level of catfishing that is there. You know, some software that can actually catch out some of these things, and fake news also kind of a thing. If that could happen, I think that would be very, very awesome.
Yeah, I think instead of creating a new one, why
Yeah.
don't we think maybe with the ones that are already there, how can I be a bit more meaningful, you know?
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
You know, add something different, or, you know, maybe change something like the guys on TikTok did. I think that was pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was good. It was a good talk. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Thank you, the guys in the chat. You always rock.
You guys are awesome,
Thank
even
you.
though you
Yo,
are heavy.
We'll be back soon.
Thank you,
and-
Beef. Thank you, Clarissa. Thank you,
Beef
Liz.
actually-
Every Tuesday.
Beef
Thank you,
actually-
Simon.
Case in point, Beef actually started a fight right now in the comment section with Lorena and Liz.
Please, Beef, don't fight on the comments. We love you guys. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Later.
Bye.